We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Chicago Cubs and the Cincinnati Reds. Number 22 makes his big league debut right after this. Tyler Mahle, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, hitters have had their way with this guy this year. This is a stat any pitcher doesn't want to have attached to him. The league hitting over 300. That's righties and lefties hitting over 300 against this guy. That's something he's going to drastically have to improve on.
Here's Chris Bryant now, a real threat with the bat, currently the National League home run leader.
You know, Matty, when I think of this guy, I think of damage, near the league leaders in RBIs as well, D-Row.
That's the stat that I think gets overlooked so much in today's game. I remember back to Chipper Jones. He used to say, how many biscuits can you put in a basket? Runs and ribbies. And he certainly has a knack for being able to drive in that big run.
And that's out number one. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, you know, the key for this ball club has been Jason Hayward. He's really had a heck of a year in the power categories, slugging over 500 coming into this one. That means almost every time he's hitting the ball, he's hitting it hard somewhere. Should be fun to watch.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. And guys, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, for me today, the key to winning this ball game begins and ends on the mound. And it has to be early on the attack, getting 0-1. You can't allow these guys to get into count leverage and to hunt your fastball. There has to be execution, down and away, up and in to keep these guys honest, and it has to start from pitch one.
Got him swinging 2-0, but he missed the splitter 2-1. Mahle, a California-born ball player. He was selected in the 7th round back in the draft of 2013.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Stepping into the box, Wilson Contreras. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Here comes the first pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. And there are our umpires for this one. Working balls and strikes will be Mr. Darryl Parker.
Well, D-Row, Darryl Parker behind the dish, and you never really know what you're going to get from this guy.
Yeah, sometimes, and I'd hate to be mean and say he flips a coin back there because that's not the case. But as an offensive player, you have to find a consistent zone. You just can't. Behind
0-2 now. Rizzo, base runner at first with 1 out. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. And he will crash into the wall, but hold on to it there for the final out of the inning. One more look at the final out. A teeth rattler if ever there was one. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Tyler Chatwood gets the starting nod for the Cubs in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy's a fun guy to watch pitch. Not necessarily an overpowering guy. Has an ERA in the low threes. But one thing he knows how to do, he knows how to pitch, and he knows how to minimize damage. If you're going to have an ERA in the low threes in this day and age, you're doing a lot of things right. And this guy should be fun to watch in this one.
Now at the plate, Michael Ciani. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Pitch on the way. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball one. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, despite the loss last time out, they enter this one in good shape. Winners in 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
Time now for a look at the hometown Reds starting lineup card in this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
You always have to look out for a guy like Joey Votto. He had over 20 runs batted in last month. Very consistent. A solid month, and I love watching him swing the bat. It looks like the focus and concentration is even better when he has runners in scoring position.
And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
That's popped up. Baez into shallow center. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
The left fielder,
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And the right-handed hitting Nicholas Castellanos will bat next. First offering on its way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
That's a great pitch for a spot like that. It looks like a strike, that it just comes in out of the zone. If you can command that with movement, it's a very effective pitch to pitching hitters inside.
The 2-2. Liner toward right center. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
Stepping in, Eugenio Suarez. He enters this one second in the National League round trip category.
I know it's still early in the season, but I expect him to keep up this pace with the power numbers. He's got immense power in that bat.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A runner on first with 2 away. Hit the other way out toward right field. Hayward has a read on it, and that's the 3rd out. Reds leave 1, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Ready now, Jason Hayward, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. One and one the count now. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
He walked the guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
Gets him to swing and miss there. 3-2.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
And don't forget, he lost his last time out, so he wants to get off on the right foot here. The last thing he wanted was to walk the leadoff man.
Here's Javier Baez, and there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. First delivery to him on the way. Inside with the fastball, it's 1-0. Fouled off. Nobody out, runner on first. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. From the belt, the pitch. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Got him.
Off and running is Hayward. And he won't have to contend with a throw as that misses for ball 4. First and second now to start the inning.
He could get the early hook if he can't be a little bit more precise here. That's walk number 2 of the inning, and we're only in the second.
Coming to the plate now, Kyle Schwarber. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Here's the first pitch to him. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, Schwarber is exactly a .350 hitter. Doesn't matter what context you're talking about, that's an impressive number.
His batting average right now certainly signifies that this guy is having a great year. I'm very interested to see how this guy finishes up. Well, he's following the code not to miss down and into a lefty, everything on the outer half of the plate.
One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. None out, runners at first and second. Got him. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
At the plate now, Yolmer Sanchez. As he runs up to bunt but can't make contact, that's strike 1. Behind 0-2 now.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Here it comes on 0-2. And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
In now, Tyler Chatwood, as he gets a good curveball here to start the at-bat. It's strike 1. Twos all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
The set and the 1-1. and it's 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. And no one can get there as it falls. The throw home. But the throw will be well up the line as he scores easily. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Now back, the third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Bryant takes his swings from the right-handed batter's box, but he's one of those rare hitters that actually thrives facing same-handed pitching. One of the very best in the game, as a matter of fact, in that type of matchup.
Yeah, Matty, he does not leak with that front side. He keeps.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Only 1 in the inning for the Cubs. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Cubs are on top, 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and stepping in the long ball threat, Mike Moustakas. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Moustakas, or just Moose for short, he was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
And another foul ball. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that brings up the exciting Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Fouled away. Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters, and go grab some bench.
Standing in now, Tucker Barnhart, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Batter-pitcher matchup numbers with Tyler Chatwood. He's gone 3 for 8. 1-1 to Tucker Barnhart.
1-1.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
2 balls and 2 strikes to the Reds catcher. The bouncer to the left side. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So nothing happening this time around. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. It's the Cubs 1 and the Reds nothing. Back here with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the left-handed hitting power threat Anthony Rizzo starts out the inning. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Now a fastball to start the 3rd. That misses. It's ball 1. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. And he chases after ball 3, and instead it's 2-1.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
Ciani is right there, 1 down.
Now batting, catcher, Wilson Contreras.
So one away here with the bases empty. And stepping up to hit next, the catcher Wilson Contreras. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Bases are empty, one man out. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball one. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Full count, 3-2. Takes this the other way to right. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those two at bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
At the plate, Ian Happ. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. Happ, a switch hitter that stands in at an even 6 feet tall. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. And a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. Runners on first with one down. Breaking ball as this runs in on him, and he has to step out of the way that time.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
The 1-2. Misses for the second ball. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that.
Yeah, I can hear the crowd murmuring now, wondering if he hit him on purpose. But hey, us pitchers need to be able to throw inside, especially when facing hitters as dangerous as he is. Pretty sure this one just got away from him, and hey, that's part of the game.
At the plate, Jason Hayward. He drew a walk his first time up. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Love the fact that he's not scared to go right back inside with another fastball. I know he hit the last guy, but if he's going to have success, he's got to establish that pitch in.
A ball and a strike.
I don't blame the batter for pulling the trigger right there. Those fastballs light up your eyes, and you can occasionally do damage with them, but he wasn't able to catch up with that one.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. Open to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Now both runners on the move. Hit hard but foul toward first, so he'll come back and line it up again. The next 3-2. And both runners are off again. Moustakas is there. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
The batter, number 9.
Now at the plate, Javier Baez. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Comes set. Now the pitch.
Ball one, no strike.
We're only in the third inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
Ready with the 1-0. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. But this will land untouched. One and one. Here it is. And it's fouled away. Runners at second and third with two gone. And he's down on strikes, so they get two men into scoring position, but that's as far as they'll get as the side is retired. Cubs strand a couple, but they're up 1-0. Bottom of the third now, and digging in is the outfielder, Phillip Ervin.
The right fielder, Phillip Ervin.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Grounded to first. Rizzo is there, and he'll step on first himself for the out. And with one away, let's give you a look at the standings in the NL Central entering play as you see where these two teams sit in relation to one another. Striding in, Tyler Mahle. Here comes the first pitch. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
Hey, if you're able to blow a first pitch fastball by a guy, gotta believe that pitch is coming again right here.
Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Off speed pitch, just missed inside.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. And sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
3-1 to him now. A swing and a ground ball to third. On to first, and there were two down.
Up next for Cincinnati.
Ready for another chance? Michael Ciani. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of it.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Reds. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. And back in Cincinnati as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. All set for the start of the inning, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Kyle Schwarber. First pitch of the at-bat. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. In under the hands with a fastball, it's 1-2.
Well, this is an approach we've seen him use effectively lately. Set up the inside and then get him out with pitches away.
Fielded by Votto. Now another 1-2. Swing and a miss at one in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Schwarber is retired, and there's one away.
Batter number 2.
Good time now to check out the Reds' Road to the Show report as you see a couple of guys in the upper levels of the minors that have been making waves as of late. Into the box now, Yolmer Sanchez. Tried to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now here's the pitch. That's popped up. Suarez in foul ground, but this will land untouched. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Reined in. And there are 2 away now. Stepping in, Tyler Chatwood. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he showed like a little prowess with the bat right there, Dan. I'd be surprised if they don't attack him a little bit more carefully this AB.
A ball and no strikes. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. And the pitch. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. Started to go around, but he's able to check his swing for ball 3. The 3-1. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Up next to the time, the third baseman.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up Chris Bryant.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
No balls and a strike to count. Comes set, and the 0-1. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. The 2010 NL MVP Joey Votto will start us out when we come back. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Cubs 1 and the Reds nothing. In is Joey Votto now. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Joey Votto.
Now here's the pitch.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you could rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And he popped him up. In there, a base hit. So the leadoff hitter reaches base safely, and now it's the run-producing part of the order with nobody out.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tough, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
Well, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Roll. First baseman has to hold that runner on that leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit to batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
Into the box, Eugenio Suarez, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. 0-2, the count to Suarez. Suarez, a Venezuelan-born ball player, could find himself a member of the All-Star squad this year. He's had a nice season, currently second in fan votes at third base.
Yeah, and he's been having an excellent season to date, making a push towards that All-Star game. Hey, fans, get out there and vote. This guy sits in second place, but I'm sure he'd like to be named starter.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone. So striding in, Mike Moustakas, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. 1 ball, no strikes to count. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Even 1-1 count to Moustakas. Left side, but well foul. The 1-2.
That's ball 2.
And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. Hayward is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2. In now for the Reds, Lourdes Gurriel. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Low for ball 1. 2 down, runners at first and second. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Sanchez is there for it, and that's the 3rd out. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The Cubbies are in front, 1-0. Jose De Leon, the 6'1" right-hander, will be the one to get the call from the bullpen here.
Jose De Leon.
All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
The first baseman.
Line drive to left. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And this one bounds around against the wall.
Their own pitcher is absolutely dealing right now, so this is a big moment in this game. If his teammates can pick him up and drive him in now, that might be all they need to get the W here.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Pause, now the pitch.
2-0.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear they don't want to challenge this guy right here, but working around a guy can come back to bite you at times.
Line to the right side. But he will come on strong out there in right and pull this one down for the first out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Ian Happ.
A man at second with 1 down, and that'll bring up the former first-rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He's set. Here it comes. Oh, and an ugly swing there. It's 0-1.
Man, that pitch had the look of a fastball. Straight changeup, and the bottom fell out of it.
Now the 0-1. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
Happ with a 2-1 count now. Strike 2 called, and it's even at 2.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And this is in a bit tight, maybe above the letters as well, so it's a full count now, 3-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Here's Jason Hayward now, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. This is on the ground over to first, and that's through into right field for a base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
And that brings up Javi Baez. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and this is going to dunk in out there, a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Now batting, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
At the plate now, Kyle Schwarber, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. Two runs, 5 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. And no swing apparently, ball 1. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Only 1 in the inning for the Cubs. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Cubs 2 and the Reds nothing. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs, so the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Into the box, Tucker Barnhart. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
The pitch. Grounded to the right. And he's set down, 1 away.
The right fielder.
That'll bring in Phillip Ervin. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Ervin.
First offering on its way. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
You have to understand, as the hitter right here, pitcher on the mound wants a quick inning. Anything over the heart of the plate, probably got to pull the trigger on.
Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now. High in the air down the right field line. On the move is Hayward, and he makes the catch in the corner. Jesse Winker will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Pinch hitting for the Reds. Number 33, Jesse Winker.
And he fouls this one off. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. A dozen home runs and 31 RBIs. And that one cut a little too much. A ball and a strike.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter-friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
So they'll get a 2-out base runner here as we check out the list of the best hitting teams roughly midway through the season. And you can see that these guys currently find themselves 4th in the NL in that category. Stepping in now, Michael Ciani. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Swing and a liner. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. And he will get in there with his first big league hit, a double. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Michael Ciani has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play.
And the first base open, it looks as though they'll go after the next guy with the force at any base now in order and 2 men gone.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
So the bases are loaded here, 2 men gone, and the right-handed hitting Nicholas Castellanos will bat next. This is line to left. That's in there. Base hit. 1 run scores. And the tying run comes around to score from second. It's now a 2-2 ball game.
Hey, after being down by 2, getting into the middle of this one, that's a huge base hit right there, D-Row. Big 2 RBI knock.
Yeah, down by 2 right there, able to come through for the team, and we probably got an exciting finish on our hands.
Standing in now, Eugenio Suarez. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Behind 0-2 now. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Jesse Biddle takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 8, Jesse Biddle.
Top half of the 6th about to get started, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Yolmer Sanchez. First pitch on its way. Now a bunt attempt here. Here's the 0-1. Oh, he looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2. Looks like the Reds are going to have some stirring in the bullpen as the lefties begun to heat up down there. And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone-cold take.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys on this one. The bullpen has looked sharp, and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
To the plate now, Tyler Chatwood, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. This is hit softly to third. And that's the second out.
Now batting.
And now back to the leadoff spot from the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Chris Bryant. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
First delivery to him on the way.
Nope.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. One ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
You know, pitching isn't always about throwing strikes. Sometimes you just need to make sure your opponent isn't too comfortable up there. And that's just what he did right there. Busted him inside with good hard stuff.
Bryant looking at a 3-1 count. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Home half of the 6th inning coming up, deadlocked at 2 apiece. Now in the box, Mike Moustakas. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Second baseman, Mike Moustakas.
Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Grounder down the line at third. Trying to send him packing for the second time. He pulls this one into right, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
Now batting, the shortstop, Lourdes.
So now to the plate, Lourdes Gurriel, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And this one's on the inside corner, 1-1. Has a look, now the pitch. A ball and 2 strikes. Hit hard back up the middle. To second for 1. On to Rizzo, but a little slow in developing as they'll just get the 1 out. Stepping up to the plate, Tucker Barnhart. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Runner at first here with 1 away in a 2-2 ball game. A ball and a strike now. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Working for the punch out and the offering. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes 1 away. Wow.
I'm not sure the spin throw was necessary there, but it sure looked good. Would have been questionable if he threw it away, but he put it right on the money for the out.
At the plate, Phillip Ervin. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch of the at-bat. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1.
Well, that's not where he wanted that curveball. It kind of backed up and stayed in. That can be effective sometimes, but it usually doesn't have the same hard bite.
Hit hard to the right. Liner towards second. And that's in there. Base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Freddie Galvis will see what he can do off the bench as he'll bat with runners at the corners and 2 gone here. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
And that is through for a base hit, and the move to the bench will pay off handsomely. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
When this thing left his bat, I started thinking it might have enough to get out of here. Didn't quite carry enough, but it does one-hop the wall off the track, and he cruises into second with an RBI 2-bagger. You'll take that every day of the week.
In now, Michael Ciani, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. 1-1 to the Reds' leadoff man.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That 2-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
Here's a fly ball well hit. Back goes Hayward at the track. And he makes the catch as just the one run comes across in the inning. Reds get a run in the inning on this RBI double. The 2-3-4 hitters now to start the 7th. It's now 3-2 Cincy. Amir Garrett is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 50, Amir Garrett.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. He came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
From the stretch. Pulled toward right center field. Ciani is underneath this one. One pitch, one away. So in now for Chicago, Wilson Contreras. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled off. There's a drive out toward the alley in right center. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And there's your tying run at second base with a one-out double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
At the plate, Ian Happ. As he'll chase one up around the letters here for strike one. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Happ comes into play with a slugging percentage over .490, just shy of .500. So he's looking to inch closer to that nice plateau right here.
That front door slider is a devastating pitch. By the time you realize it's in the zone, it's too late, and you can't even put a good swing on it.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Castellanos will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
Now back.
Digging in, Jason Hayward. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave him.
Steven Souza will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. Fouled away. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
That pitch looked like it could have been a little high, but he's been calling that pitch all night. Kind of rough for a pinch hitter, but I'm sure his teammates let him know that's where the zone has been.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Still 1-2.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Heater caught too much of the zone.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. 2 out here and a runner at second. So a full count now.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Softly hit to short. And a low throw to first, but Votto's able to come up with it. A fine play there to end the inning. Cubs strand 1. They trail 3-2. Steven Souza will stay in the game, taking over in right field and batting in the 8th spot. So up steps the former MVP, Joey Votto. And I think the question becomes, how much longer are they going to stick with this starter? Fatigue could very well become a factor at some point.
Yeah, that's always a tough question to answer for a manager, especially when your guy's still pitching well. you've got to kind of look for some signs. Is he starting to get hit more? Is he losing his command? Even if he's still throwing strikes, stuff like that.
Yeah, good points to keep an eye on if he continues on much longer. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. And that's on the outside corner for a strike. Perez is among a dying breed, those lefty specialists whose roles are changing with the new rules around reliever usage. Count is even 1-1 to Nicholas Castellanos. One out, nobody on. Shoots this one over to first. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
Hey, you got to respect the first baseman getting dirty right there, but that batter was able to shoot that right past him.
Standing in, number 7. Fourth trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
Hey, now he's got me confused up here. This is a known sinker baller out on the mound trying to roll a double play, and he throws him a four-seamer.
That just misses off the inside for ball 1.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Back up the middle, and that's through for a hit. Happ scoops it up. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tough, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
Last time through was a base hit. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Hey, I can't have one of my best left-handed power bats fishing for balls off the plate.
Count still at 1-2. Runners are at first and second with one away. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Hit high and deep to right center. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out. Digging in once again, Lourdes Gurriel. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Fastball in there for a called strike. Fastball taken down the middle, and that's strike 2.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Again, he sends it out of play. Fooled pretty badly there as he reaches to poke this one foul. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
I can't blame him one bit out on the mound. I'm shocked he didn't pick up the rosin bag and see if he could get a foul ball on that one.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Reds strand a couple, but they still lead it 3-2. Michael Lorenzen's been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 21, Michael Lorenzen.
Ready to begin the 8th, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Javier Baez.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And it's fouled away. A windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Ball one.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
Their count now at 2-2. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1. So 1 gone here in the Chicago 8th, and that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Kyle Schwarber. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Lorenzen, a right-hander standing 6'3". He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
The 1-1 home is in there for the second strike. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Wow, he's just a lost cause in this one. That's the 4th time he struck out in this game alone, and that's not something you'll forget very quickly. That's about as bad of a day as you can have.
Into the box, Yolmer Sanchez. And he fouls this one off. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike.
1 pitch away from wrapping up a very good inning's work out of the bullpen here.
Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. 3 up. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and digging in is the switch hitting catcher, Tucker Barnhart. Rowan Wick is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 50.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. That one bends into the zone. A strike on the breaking ball. Hit on the ground out to short. Baez has it. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1. Now to the plate, Phillip Ervin. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Wick has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. Here's Baez to make the catch, and that becomes out number 2. Mark Payton will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. In there, strike 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 4 home runs and 16 RBIs. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Pitch on the way. Fouled off. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Swing and a liner. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Hey, not a bad pitch right there. Off-speed pitch down in the zone. You thought he would set that up pretty well. The previous pitch was a real good fastball up.
Yeah, I think the hitter was sitting all over that one, Dan. I really do. He saw that fastball up for show. I think he thought to himself, here comes the off-speed. Stepping in now, Michael Ciani, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. The 1-1. Taken, strike 2. Hey, I don't mind that take right there. That was a nasty breaking ball. Started outside the zone, popped back inside the zone. Good spin rate on it. Move on to the next pitch.
2 out with the man at first. Now a curveball misses inside. Smoke on the ground up the middle. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
Digging in now, Joey Votto. He was a ground-out victim last time up. 1-0 the count. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Fouled away. 2 down, runners at first and second. Skied in the air to straightaway left. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Reds strand a couple, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. Matt Bowman takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. Jason Kipnis will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Still plenty to be desired in terms of batting average, down in the 180s entering play. 2 home runs and 8 runs batted in. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
The 1-2. This is pulled into right. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
The third baseman, Ryan.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Chris Bryant. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Here comes the first pitch. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Here's the pitch. Back up the middle. Moustakas has it. Throw on to first gets him, and that means the Cubs are down to their final out now. Standing in, Anthony Rizzo. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Lays off 1-0.
Well, late in a game like this, calls that don't go your way can really throw you off when you're on the mound, but you just can't let it happen. His composure is getting a little test right here.
The 1-0 is a fastball in off the plate for a ball.
Talk about certain guys in the lineup that you want to be really careful with. This guy right here is one of those, and you can tell he's pitching awfully cautiously.
1-run game here in the top of the 9th. 2 balls and a strike.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
The 2-1. A crowd of just over 42,000 on their feet here in the Queen City. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. Cubs are down to their final strike here. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
4 wins in a row for these guys, and I'm sure they're feeling pretty good about themselves. We'll see how long they can keep this up.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. The Reds get their 20th home win this year. Jesse Biddle gets the win in relief, his second of the year. Matt Bowman closes the door for the save, his 13th of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score.